Hello and welcome to my channel. This is a reading for Cancer. Cancerians, this is your 2022 Outlook reading. We're not only going to take a look at January 2022, but we're going to look at the entire year. I'm doing an annual Outlook spread here. It's designed to look like a clock. Beginning January is like 1 o'clock all the way to December, which is 12 o'clock. So it's supposed to look like a clock. In the middle, I pulled two cards that represent the overall energy and theme for your love and romance and your work and finance for 2022. I am using a variety of cards. I will leave that information in the description box just in case you're interested in the cards that I'm using. As you can see, I've already shuffled and pulled your cards, so let's get started, Cancerians. So the overall theme and energy for your love and romance life in 2022, you got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So we're gonna see, how that fits in as we read the cards. For work and finance, you got the 5 of Wands. So looks like there's gonna be lots of competition for you when it comes to your work. So let's get on with the reading. So for January, I pulled 3 cards. Okay, so you have the Tower, you have the Ace of Cups, and you have the 4 of Wands. So this I see something really good and something questionable with these cards. So, the first thing I see is that there's going to be a sudden surprise. Something's going to happen suddenly, and I think some of you are going to find yourself in a new situation, in a new love situation, and some of you are going to find yourself newly engaged or newly married. I think it's going to happen suddenly. Maybe you're going to get a proposal and you're just going to get married quickly in January. So that's one thing that I see. And the second thing I see is a forced marriage. So I think some of you with this Tower card, sometimes the Tower forces us to make a change. So when I look at the Tower and I look at this 4 of Wands, I feel like some of you are going to be, being forced to be in this marriage, in this love situation, which might tie into this religious factors. Your life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So some of this might be an arranged marriage. You can look at it as arranged and something that you really don't want to do, but you're being forced to do it. If I have to skip all the way over here into November, I see the Empress, which could represent pregnancy. So maybe some of you are gonna find yourself being forced to get married because of a pregnancy. But I do, that's coming across really strong for me, that there is a marriage that's being forced, that's being arranged, that someone does not want to get married, and someone does want to get married also. With the other group of people, there is going to be a sudden proposal, a sudden wedding, a spontaneous wedding. As far as work and finance, there could be a sudden change with this Tower card. You might find a sudden change. I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's, I think, it's not a sudden change as far as losing a job. I think it's a sudden change as far as getting a job. Maybe you've been waiting to hear from a potential employer, and then all of a sudden you hear from them and they want you to start right away, that type of thing. Can you start tomorrow? Can you start next week? So I feel like that's what that is, and it's something that you want, with the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Wands. I think it's going to be, that's harmonious, working with people who really want to work with you, but I think they want to work with you quickly and fast, and so you might find yourself being asked to start something now. So that's what I see the energy for work and finance and love and romance for you, Cancerians, for January. So let's see. February, we have the 6 of Cups. So reconnecting with the past, reminiscing about the past, people coming back into your life from the past. So if this is you and, you're planning a wedding, you could be, contacting family members, and this could be a time when you find yourself reaching out to friends, who's going to be in your wedding party, who's going to be able to attend the wedding, talking and reconnecting with people you haven't talked with in the past. Some of you, if you're single, maybe, someone from your past is going to come back into your life. you know, and reconnect that way and kind of bring those feelings, those romantic feelings of the past back. In a job situation, this could be where you go back and you start working at a company that you worked with before. Maybe, you know, the sudden job, you're going back to something that you used to do before. But if not, just maybe thinking about something that you did before that made you happy. When you talk about, you know, work, maybe you're thinking about contemplating about going back to a job that was less stressful or something like that. So that's the energy for February. March, you have the Five of Pentacles. So you're going to find a little sadness happening with some of you in March. You know, maybe there's going to be money issues. You know, there's going to be a loss of money, or feeling like you don't have enough money, you know, to make do. So that's just going to be the energy of March, just feeling, you know, a loss. And maybe there is going to be a loss. So, you know, call it as we see it. Maybe there's going to be a loss somewhere with finances. I don't really feel, looking at the cards coming toward us, I don't feel like this is a love situation. I feel like this is more of a loss of a job, of a financial opportunity. So be on the lookout for that in March. But I feel like you bounce back quickly, because in April you have the Ace of Pentacles. So I think that if you lost a job, you're going to get another job easily. And it's going to be a job that's probably going to pay you more than what you were making before, but it will definitely be enough. It's not going to be millions of dollars, but it's definitely going to be enough, and you're going to recover from whatever you lost here. I don't see it as love, but if it is love, then, you know, you're going to reconnect with someone else. You're going to make a new connection and meet someone else who, you know, you see who is fit, you know, for you. Someone that you feel like you can, you know, make a life with. And let's see. So in May, you have the King of Pentacles. So again, I really feel that the energy in March, April, and May, they're all connected with that, you know, loss of something financially, loss of a job, getting that new job. And I feel that it's going to pay you well. And I feel like the King of Pentacles, you're going to be completely, you will have completely recovered from that loss. And you're going to be looking back and looking at your pentacles thinking, you know, wow, look how far I've come. I got what I need. You're going to have everything you need by then. In a love situation, you know, you might find yourself, some of you might find yourself dating an older person who is taking care of you. If you are a parent or a father or already in a connection, you might, again, just be looking back going, you know what? I like what I've done for my family. I'm able to provide for my family. I've worked hard. Now I can sit back and reap the rewards of what it is that I've been working hard towards. So I think May is going to be a good month just overall financially, and for love, you're going to, you know, if you're supporting the family, you're going to realize you have enough for your family. If you've lost, you're going to recover and be able to sit back and, you know, reap the rewards and look at, you know, how far you've come financially. All right, so we're in June, halfway through the year, Seven of Cups. So June is going to be a month of making decisions. There's going to be decisions and choices. Sometimes the Seven of Cups is the inability to make a choice, kind of being stuck, having too many choices, you know, at your disposal. So somewhere along the line, some of you will find yourself having to make choices. Is it a choice in love? Do you have multiple love connections? Do you have multiple job opportunities? Whatever it may be, multiple paths that you need to take in your life, you're going to be in that kind of like that stuck energy in June. You know, you're going to find yourself having to make many decisions. It could be anything, things to do with your home, things to do with your health, whatever it is, there's going to be decisions, there's going to be options, but you're not going to be able to make decisions. So, you know, mid-year, there's going to be lots of options for you, and you're going to be kind of stuck. But come July, you might have some breakthroughs with this Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands represents, you know, passion, projects, idealism, enthusiasm. So I feel like you might get a little bit out of the stuck energy and start moving forward towards some of the things that you're working towards. So maybe you had too many things, again, kind of stuck, too many things on your plate, too many options, and so you're going to get clarity and start moving toward you know, whatever it is that you desire. If it's love, it could be that, you know, you're meeting someone new. July could be a month where you meet a lot of new people, or someone who really sparks your interest, or someone that really does it for you, you know, with the fire and the wands. And then in August, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So I look at the Queen of Pentacles as someone who's nurturing, someone who takes care of the family, someone who has a wonderful job. So I think kind of like with this King of Pentacles, when the King of Pentacles was looking back at everything that he or she has accomplished, I think it's going to be that same energy with that Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be, you know, kind of financially set. If you're applying for a job, you're going to see that you get that job. And it's going to be a job that brings you abundance and stability for you and your family. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is a good leader. She's a wonderful mentor. So if you're already in a position to where you mentor people, or if you're a boss, you're going to see that people are going to be looking at you for advice, coming to you. You just might be, you know, that queen energy. You know, she has it all. As far as work, you might, as far as home, this might be a time where you nurture yourself, you take care of yourself, you start taking care of your family. You might find that you've been working hard, and, you know, maybe whatever you do, it's taking you away from the home. And so now, you know, August is a time to spend time with family and nurture your family. You know, maybe it's vacation, time to take a vacation with your family. There's going to be lots of attention bestowed upon your family or yourself during August. It's a time for yourself and taking care of the ones that you love. September energy is the Page of Cups. So some of you might find yourself involved in a new romantic relationship, you know, just getting off the ground. Some of you might, if you've been single for a while, you might find yourself, you know, interested in someone now. If we look at the complete opposite, I believe, March, you know, we had that Five of Pentacles. I really didn't see it as love, but if you did, you know, suffer a breakup or something like that back then, you might recover. You might see yourself recovering in September with the Page of Cups. New love, new ideas when it comes to work in finance, maybe new ideas about a new business venture, just having bright ideas and some of them just dreamy, fantasizing about, you know, what you can do and what you want to do in your life. That's going to be the energy of September. Looks like October, you got a little Five of Wands energy. I think this is really connected with your work, because you do have the Five of Wands when we set the overall theme for the year. It's the Five of Wands. So I think this really stands out and screams work. This means that you might have some competition at work. I think that you're going to find yourself, if you're applying for jobs, you're going to be up against a lot of competition. If there's promotional opportunities at work, there's going to be a lot of people competing for the same promotional opportunities. So this tells you to be at your best, you know, to you know, make sure you have the right skill set to, you know, climb above the rest and, you know, reach for the prize. Have your eyes on the prize, you know, study you know, for your interviews. Make sure that you just stand out above the rest, because there's going to be a lot of competition. And if this happens to be a romantic situation, then you might find yourself, you know, feeling that there's competition for the person that you like, or maybe the person that you like has a lot of people interested in them, so you are literally competing. So just the overall energy for October is going to be competition, so be on the lookout and be at your best. November, we have the Empress, so new beginnings. So first and foremost, like I mentioned in the beginning, this could be a pregnancy for someone. So some of you, if you're at childbearing years and you're able to have a child, whether it's planned or unplanned, you might find yourself, you know, pregnant. Or if you already are expecting a child, you might even be due in November. For others of you, it's about birthing something new. It's about, again, another month of being creative ideas, and then bringing them into fruition. So you may have had these ideas back in July with the Ace of Wands, and in November, you know, you're going to bring them to fruition. They're going to, you know, you're going to make them happen. The Empress she just basically is the queen of all queens, you know, and is the birth of new ideas. So you might be getting new ideas about where you want to go for work and finance. You know, what do you want to do in the future? What do you want to do with love? Do you want to be in a relationship? Just new ideas. Lots of creativity and brainstorming and coming up with new ideas of what you want to do as far as work, finance, and love. And you're going to end the year with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is starting to make plans. So if we go to the opposite, remember in June, you had the Seven of Cups where you were unable to make a decision. You were kind of stuck. The Two of Wands, you're gonna now start implementing. You know which path you want to take, and with the help of the Empress, you know where you want to go, and you're gonna start making plans on making all of those things happen. So you're gonna end the year off getting unstuck, you know, and knowing where you want to go and start making things happen in your life, whatever that might be. Again, the month prior in November, you have the Empress, so all of those ideas from the Ace of Wands are all, you know, they're all coming to fruition. That's all I can say, you know, and it's happening, and you're going to start making plans on your next move. So that's what I see what's going on. The religious factors, I think that really has to do with what's going on in January. I think there's some of you are in a forced situation. I think you're in an arranged type marriage, or you got forced to get married. There might be a pregnancy involved where, you know, again, you know, depending on your religious background, if you're with child, you need to get married. And if you're, you know, male, if you get someone pregnant, your religious says that, you know, you need to marry that person. So I think this is something major that you need to look out for throughout the year. How your religious beliefs tie into your relationships. And as far as work and finance, you know, competition, I think you had that big warning here. What is that, in October? Make sure that you are on top of your game. So when you go to compete for jobs and different things like that, you know, you are, you know, on the top of the list and you're victorious. So that's what I see for 2022. My Cancerians, thank you so much for joining me and watching my video. I wish you a very happy new year and have a wonderful day.